the Mayo Experience.
Mayo Experience. That Mayo Experience. That Mayo Experience. Experience.
Welcome to the Pat Mayo Experience, presented by DraftKings. Sunday Night Live, Week 6 recap. Week 7, look ahead for the spreads on DraftKingsSportsbook.com. Hope that you had a very pleasant Sunday, and, of course, like we do every single week, sweating the end of the games. We still got Chiefs and Bills. There's still 3 minutes and 51 seconds left in this game. Cust is in studio. Tambo is in studio. Cust is wearing a silly hat, like Sauce Gardner.
Yeah, he can. He's got a winner, and Sauce had the cheese head on, so Cuss can do whatever he wants. My team, Ravens, not so good, so bad day for me.
I'm worried I'm going to wear this victory hat out. We're not going to lose any games for a long time. I don't know how much give this foam has. I wear it every week for you people because the Jets don't stop winning because they're the best team in the AFC. After watching this Chiefs-Bills game, they're not even the second best team. They're the best team. People will say Buffalo or the Chiefs are the best. That's because they haven't played the Jets yet. The Jets are so good. So good. And I knew it, too. And I won't get any credit from you people, but I should because they're that good.
People are asking you to rank your top 5 favorite travel agents.
I don't know.
Have you looked into flights yet?
Well, today was, as I said, a travel agent game. If the Jets won this game, I have to start looking. I have to start looking now, don't I?
That's what he said. I was there live for it. It's the first thing he said. I laughed, but he said he's booking a flight. I said, for Super Bowl? He says yes.
This is the same guy that said it was impossible for him to get to Green Bay this week on like 6 days' notice.
Yeah.
It's like 4 days' notice. But yeah.
Do you really think you couldn't have got to Green Bay?
It would have been a lot. You know what? I don't like traveling.
So you could have done it.
And it's hard to
you
get
just didn't
around.
want
And
to
I have
do
a
it.
schedule. And
You
I needed to be here for the people.
You could have been here. We could have Skyped you in.
No, I needed to be here for you, the people.
You didn't want to see Sauce Gardner with his cheesehead hat showing off to the fans in Green Bay?
I'm like a cube of sugar, and he is melting me like hot water.
You would have picked it up for him after Lazard flicked it off his head?
Oh, what a bad sport Lazard is. Just bitter that his team is no good.
That's the bad sportsmanship of that?
You're
usually pretty pro sportsmanship.
That was all in good fun.
Really?
The Jets got no respect from the Dolphins and then styled on them. They got no respect from the Packers, so we styled on them. How about treat the New York Jets with the respect we deserve? We are a Super Bowl contender. Of that, there's no debate. There's no debate on that point, unless you're just being recalcitrant.
Do you know who they play next week?
Denver. Then we play the Patriots. Win. 6-2.
How bad is it going to be for everything that we're talking about here and everything you've been talking about, these booking flights to the Super Bowl, if Russell Wilson and co. beat them? I don't care if it's in Denver or not, but if they just come crashing down to Denver, then what?
I'm not worried about it.
People are saying that you're wearing a hipster hat.
It's not hipster. It's cool.
Did you hear earlier when he said that he was going thrifting?
Thrifting. Is it? Yeah, explain that one, actually, because I wasn't quite sure what that was.
I went to look at value shops to find some glasses for my sherry, and I like to thrift. I like to find like vintage clothes or like interesting like doodads around the house. I have a place that I need to furnish with various like little things for the curio cabinet or whatever. And so like you pick up
your buy curio cabinet?
No, like you like candlesticks that look cool or like interesting looking like little like conversation pieces.
Did you find anything?
I have found some pretty cool
What'd you
stuff.
find?
I have this glass that has 2 clear golf balls in it that are like whiskey ice cubes that you put in the freezer, but it doesn't dilute your booze because it's made of glass. It's so cool. I find great deals when I'm looking around. But that's not hipster. That's being frugal and being economical.
Paul doesn't know if he agrees or disagrees. I'm curious to hear this.
I'm just like astonished by his getup today. Not the hat, but like he's got the cardigan with the blue,
the stripes,
the undershirt.
You have a compression shirt with a golf shirt and a vest on.
I don't know if that's is that hipster? Is that new age hipster?
It might be new age
just
hipster.
Ahead of the curve, as I have been about the Jets, as I'm about everything. God, they're good. I knew they would be good too. You all laughed at me, except for the few of you who were true believers. You're on the bus with me. You all laughed at me, but I knew.
What's Josh Allen doing here? Oh, picking up first downs. It's been all digs on this drive. Are they just going to milk the clock to the end and just go for a touchdown and try to win?
That would be smart.
Yeah.
And they would cover. I have a lot of money riding on Cooper Rush under 5.5 rushing yards tonight as I
Tonight.
just look through everything. And I'm also, I mean, you did not have a great week on the
Right.
old DraftKings.
No, I did not.
Win it all back in Showdown.
That's the plan. Yeah. We were sweating it together. Obviously, the Seattle-Arizona game was too good to be true. You were there. I said as soon as it
bet
hit,
the
and
under.
as soon as I saw every good lineup I had required that game to go off, it was time to slam the under. I was like, I'm just betting this under. We'll see what happens. Of course, that's what happens, so we'll go.
Are you going to put your faith in Kyler Murray ever again?
Oh, I hate Kyler Murray. Talked about this today too many times, too. This is just ridiculous. The guy's horrible. 5'9", can't see over anything. He's just the worst out there. We watched it all day. Every single time we looked up, it was a sack, a play. He runs east to west. Guy runs 100 yards, and you check the stat sheet, he has 5 yards. Why? Because he didn't go forward anywhere.
Well, it's better than Rondell Moore, who goes backwards.
Yeah, it's just
But
as
now
bad.
Hopkins is back.
That's going to get people on him again, and it's not going to trick me.
8-2 with Hopkins active.
I think it's is it a showdown game?
Oh,
So
yeah.
Thursday
Thursday
night-
night
Oh, God.
football.
Can't wait.
Saints Cardinals.
Sure, Michael Thomas will be in as well. He'll be back from his injury, so we can decide on Hopkins, Michael Thomas, just like old times.
Oh, yeah. You have the 2016 All-Star team as your
Yeah.
showdown. Oh, he caught it.
Who was that?
Diggs.
Diggs, nice.
Just when in doubt, throw to Diggs.
Diggs
is
right.
the
Good
Bills.
luck when you play the Jets. Sauce is going to lock him down. I'm not joking. Like, Sauce is the better player between the two.
I
He will lock him
gotta
down.
say, is he like a top 5 corner in football? He's actually amazing.
He looks good.
And I do enjoy his swag. I'm shocked that, I mean, I guess that because he's on the Jets that you like it so much, but do you imagine if someone did that to the Jets?
It wouldn't bother me.
That if Alan
Yeah.
Lazard went and put on one of those stupid hats after they beat the Jets in New York, how like personally offended you
I
would
would
be?
accept it with good
Oh,
humor.
yes. You weren't here for it. You heard him talk about it after the fact. The pick 6 to start the game
Yeah.
for the Jets when Tunyon knocked it up in the air and Gardner brought it back for 6. Then we saw the replay and clearly the ball would hit the ground. He still doesn't believe the ball hit the ground despite us watching it.
It was inconclusive.
No,
The way
it
the-
wasn't
The way
inconclusive.
the rules work is that if it's not an obvious overturn,
So when it hits the ground, what's that called?
it wasn't clear from every review whether it hit the ground or not.
And you have 20/20 vision, you say.
I do.
And
And so-
and watching it in 4K didn't help you out on that.
I looked at it and said it's super close, and in those cases, you have to stick with the call on the field. But despite the referees sort of like making a very bad call and putting us behind the 8 ball, because God forbid you do anything to upset Green Bay, the Jets go into Lambeau, the first team in the regular season in 15 games, 15, to beat the Packers. But no, the Jets are no good. I'm sure they'll be 15-point underdogs to the Broncos next week because the Jets are no good.
Well, we guess
Jets
the-
just happen to be the best team of football, and nobody knows this.
Best team in football, no one knows it.
Seems to.
You seem to know it.
Well, I'm trying to preach the truth.
They could be 0-6 and you'd say they're the best team in
No.
football.
Yeah, okay, whatever. They're good. They're really good.
You're also the same guy who was lipping Zach Wilson for remember we tried to throw the interception, but Green Bay couldn't catch it?
Yeah.
He's taking years off my life every time he rolls out.
I will say, you were pretty accurate about that. He literally called the play out as it's happening. He's like, you need to go out of bounds. Do not throw this ball. It's about to be a pick. Watched him run like 3 more steps, throw it as he tiptoes the line, and it should have been a pick. So he definitely knows his guy, that's for sure.
You got to know he's throwing to Corey Davis.
Of
Like, that
course.
should be the move.
When in doubt.
When you're on defense for anyone playing Zach Wilson, just quintuple cover Corey Davis. Because he ain't throwing it. It's either Brees Hall is running or they're throwing to Corey Davis.
The Jets have the offensive rookie of the year in Hall and the offensive defensive rookie of the year in Sauce Gardner.
As of right now, Brees Hall, I don't think, is the offensive rookie of the year.
Who is?
Undefeated or 2-1 Zappy.
Zappy?
Hey,
Zappy's playing fine.
He's playing great.
He's playing fine. Patriots are a decent team. There could be all kinds of. There could be 3 playoff teams from the AFC.
Could there be 4?
Feel like that's almost next to impossible.
I mean, I got to say, Skylar Thompson was looking good in that game before he got hurt. He was slinging.
slinging
We
it
get
around.
treated to the Dolphins on Sunday Night Football next week against the Steelers. I can't wait.
Hey, the Steelers just beat the Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks have problems.
Yeah, Bucks definitely got exposed today. A couple teams did. Ravens again, another
Yeah,
loss.
you're Ravens.
24-20.
Oh, Josh.
So bad.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Josh. Oh, boy, Josh Allen.
Wow.
He should have done the Antonio Brown, kick him in the face instead of hurdle him.
I didn't realize this. No one talked about it all week, but I guess the Ravens' former defensive coordinator now coaches for the Giants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hadn't heard that.
No, yeah, no, that was not.
Every minute of every day for the last week.
I don't feel like it really helped the Giants D. You know what helped the Giants D? Lamar overthrowing everyone
Yeah.
by
Early
50
going.
feet in the first quarter and a half, then
Yeah.
bouncing the ball to everyone in the second half.
And a fumble at the most inopportune time.
Some big L's today, though. That was one of them. The Packers, you talked about it. The Bucks losing. So-
Niners against my
Niners as
Atlanta
well.
Falcons.
Oh, but that's a story. The Atlanta covering continues. What is it?
6-0.
Yeah, 6-0.
You know what was not fun and didn't? Oh, was that a sack?
Yeah, it was an attempted run that
I mean, they got to milk the clock down here. They got to run Kansas City out of timeouts at least.
At least,
because
yeah.
they don't want to leave 13 seconds on the clock. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
That would not be good news for the Bills right now if they score a touchdown. But either way, the Falcons, that got closed at 3.5.
Yeah.
Like did anyone bet on the 49ers this week?
Clearly not.
I think it was actually, I felt like it was opposite. I don't think anyone was betting it. But again, we talked about it on our show we do on Friday, and it was like the number is 5.5 at home. That's the home underdog that usually is like an auto bet, but we're like, something seems sneaky about it. Maybe it's the look ahead for the Chiefs. We talked a little bit about it, and sure enough, they come out, and by the time the line closed, it was like 3. So little fishy there. They tried to give it away early, but bounced back.
Oh, he caught it.
Knox?
He is the one who knocks.
Too much time.
Yeah, that's a lot of time.
That's a lot of
They
time.
need a touchdown. Well, I mean, assuming they kick the extra point here.
Perhaps the only sensible thing to do is to onside kick it so that the Chiefs don't get the ball back.
Just try to get it. That was
Make for a good finish.
Oh, Paul, yes. Are you pumped or what?
I mean, it's big time spoiler alerts because I'm.
You're behind on a shitty
we got him
stream.
on
Sorry.
the other feed.
But I just wanted to say that it sounds like Tua's coming back last week after Tim, I believe this week, said that he would never play again.
I don't know if I said never play him, but he passed all the protocols this week and they still wouldn't play him.
Gotta be
They
careful.
don't want him to play.
After that situation, they got to be a little bit careful.
Yeah, that's a PR move at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
What makes it any different next week? Going into Sunday Night Football? I don't play him.
Because you get to be on Sunday Night Football.
Well, it's the extra time though too, is right. They put more time into it. They're acting like they cross their T's, dot their I's. Yeah, that's what they did. So you know what I'm saying? I think that's how they're going to come out across and say we did that with it. Now it's safe to play them. They definitely couldn't play them this week.
Who's more for real, New York or New York?
Well, the answer is both. The Giants are the worst team, but they're in a significantly inferior conference.
But they're in the best division in that conference.
But they're in the best division of that conference. But the Giants, so in terms of what does legit mean? Does legit mean a chance to make the playoffs?
Well, you have talked already about a New York Super Bowl.
I think there's a real chance. I'm just saying you may expect the conference championship games to be on separate days because they may both be in Gotham. Jets are so good.
Giants are on a bye next week, right?
Giants on a bye, Bills on a bye, Chiefs on a bye?
Rams are on a bye.
Rams are on a bye.
Chiefs play 49er.
The Bills are on a bye, the Rams are on a bye, the Giants and someone else.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to see. But the Jets are not on a bye.
No, they play the
In Denver.
Broncos in Denver, and then we have the Patriots the week after.
Patriots lit up the Browns.
And the Lions. They beat two kind of mediocre teams.
You were about to say two really good teams because
No,
you
I was
mentioned the
gonna say
Lions, who
really
you
bad-
think are really good.
No, I was going to say really bad teams, but I actually don't think either are bad. They're just mediocre.
Yeah, he flipped it to mediocre. That was right.
Yeah.
I don't know. Pat, you talked about it with the Detroit Lions outdoors. Finally, like that one seemed a little bit more obvious today. I don't know. That's a decent win, I think.
Brissett's pick to start that game. We watch it in real time. When the ball was in the air, it's like, that has to be picked.
Yeah, it wasn't even barely was out of his hands. We were both like, picked.
It was just such a bad pass.
That was awful.
It was an Yen bad pass.
That's hard going to Cleveland, though.
Is it hard
for
to
the
go?
Patriots, I mean, like to go into Cleveland and get that W, I think it's definitely something.
Oh, I bet
like,
you Belichick loves beating the Browns, too. Probably more than just about anybody else.
So you say 2 weeks' time, Jets Patriots?
Indeed it is.
Where is it?
Believe that game is in Gotham. Because the Jets are on the road this week. They're in Denver next week, so I think it's in New York.
How did Zach Wilson do against the Patriots last year?
Not well. Not well.
Or so that's you're still calling that like an auto win?
I didn't say auto, but I think we're going to win it. I mean, here's the thing. Zach has been the weak point of the team. If we were getting above average quarterback play, I think we would actually be a betting favorite to be an AFC championship team. I really think that. The way the defense, the offense have been playing, Zach's been the weak point. If you got like above average QB play with this Jets team, they could be last year's Bengals. Like, that's no joke. If they had Burrow level performance from the QB position, they could be last year's Bengals. I think that's not hyperbole. I think that's actually quite reasonable.
You're a Ravens fan.
yes.
Objectively, who's got it going worse? Ravens or Packers? I feel like it's the Packers.
It's definitely the Packers, and that's not even a homer bias. That's just the way it's set up. Like I said, that's today. Again, can't take it away from old Tim here, but I do think that's still, a Packers team. The Packers, the Bucks, some of those teams that lost to me have been a little bit more fraudulent than what people actually see them on paper.
They have no life when they play.
Like it just has not been good. Aaron Rodgers doesn't look like he's happy
He's
out
crossing
there.
his arms like this while he's on the field, standing around.
That's what I mean. So I do agree with you there. The interesting part, though, is that you play the Bills in week 9. So
game.
Picked?
Oh.
Well, revenge, baby. It's over.
Bills love covering against the Chiefs in the regular season.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Again, the Bills are the best team in the AFC
So this
because
is
they haven't
it,
played
yeah.
the Jets yet.
You're going to be playing them in Week 9 after what you're guaranteeing as 2 wins that you're going to come off
Six
of
and
the
two
Broncos
and-
and the
yeah.
Patriots, and it's in New York. So that's going to be a game. Then.
That will be America's game of the week.
Well, is it a home game for the Bills because it's actually
That's-
it's in New Jersey, so it can't be a home game for the Bills because they're actually. New
I
York
don't
City.
understand what that drive-by smear means, other than you're nervous that if the Jets win that game, that you were just dead wrong about how good the Jets were.
Well, the Jets aren't good.
They are good.
They aren't good.
Everyone-
Just like the Giants. The Giants also aren't good.
Everyone's going to do their power rankings, and the Jets going to be in everybody's top 10.
You realize that they were like last 2 weeks ago, right?
And now they're already.
So
top
which is it? Is it this week's or is it 2 weeks ago? So which is the actual power rankings that you believe?
current
So when the
ones.
Jets are good, then the power rankings are accurate. When they're bad, they're
But
incorrect.
they had never been bad all year. They had 2 losses where they didn't have their star quarterback, and they looked a bit out of sorts. But whatever.
There's good, and then there's have talent. Kind of like there's fast food, and then there's healthy, right? So we had this today, didn't we? Right? It's kind of the exact same example.
I'm right about this.
Okay, no, please explain to the people what you were talking
There's a
about.
distinction between ordering food as takeout from a restaurant and getting fast food. These two think these are the same thing, but I don't think that's the same
It was
thing.
your contention that what you were eating was healthy.
That's a second order, and I do believe it, but that was a secondary point. My first point was that it's not fast food.
You were
just
saying
'cause
you were
ordering it.
claiming you were eating healthy. Oh, I haven't eaten fast food in 4 days.
And I
I
haven't.
feel great. I'm eating healthy. It's like, what about what we just ordered fucking burritos and tacos.
Yes.
I ordered tacos, but those tacos were not from Taco Bell. It's from a real restaurant. It's not fast food.
It's a fast food
It's a
place.
fast food place.
No, it's
that you
not.
got delivered. Like, so for the Uber Eats, let's say, brings it to your house, you eat it. So your first claim was that that was not fast food.
Which is
but
not.
It's like if you order McDonald's on Uber Eats and get it delivered, it's
That
still
is
fast food.
because McDonald's is fast food.
someone just brought it
You
to
ate 3 tacos that had over 1,100 calories in them.
Yeah. So then that's when he flipped the argument and he says, no, it's not about that. He's like, okay, fine. He's like, but it's healthy. And what was he calling them? Chicken wraps instead of calling them tacos to
they
make
were
it seem a little bit. Yeah, I actually ate wraps with chicken in them and all. It was like all this sauce. When the person goes at work, it's like, I'm off the McDonald's now and all them fries. I'm going to go get a Caesar salad with the seasoned chicken. And I got 2 of those Caesar packs and they're dipping them out on it. And then they read it. Oh, 36 grams of fat in each pack of Caesar dressing. Basically the same thing because the tacos were just covered in sauce. Burrito sauce, as they like to call it.
Red sauce.
Yeah, red. There you go. They cover it up with a name like red sauce.
It was a healthier choice than the McDonald's. I haven't had McDonald's since Thursday morning. Instead of getting kudos for that,
He's the guy.
Here, you want some sort of fucking medal?
I actually want some credit for that.
Since
Yeah.
Thursday.
McDonald's as
It's Sunday.
as a
Said
reward?
since Thursday.
Since Thursday, after you went 7 days in a row.
Are you getting McDonald's as a reward? Today?
Yeah, what is going to be your reward? Are you going to go thrifting again?
It's Sunday night. I can't go.
Well, you can go
thrifting
get
tonight.
up early and go thrifting.
The ride home reward for the win is
That's
to stop
true.
at the McDonald's drive-thru.
No,
Maybe a DQ
no, I don't want
Blizzard?
it. I don't want it.
Where
I don't
are
want
the
fast
hot
food.
I mean,
spots to go
blizzards
thrifting?
aren't deep fried. Must be healthy for you.
No,
Yeah.
I don't want fast food. I want something healthy.
Where are the hot spots to go thrifting?
There are stores called Frenchies,
Oh.
which I kind of think are cool.
Yanni says he's coming in. Yanni and Bill are out here in the house, like watching the end of the game. You
Salvation
guys come
Army
in.
have stores where you can go thrifting. There's all kinds of places you can thrift. You can get great deals and like cool little knickknacks if you're into that stuff, and I am. I'm filling out an apartment, and
Are you looking at the clothes too?
depends. I mean, I don't mind like some of the vintage older stuff
Okay.
if it's clean and.
Nothing hipster.
I'm not. I don't like the hipster stuff. I'm not wearing a tweed jacket while I'm using mustache wax.
What is it with the mustache?
It is like the proto.
I'm pretty.
typical.
You want to know what the prototypical hipster is?
No, it isn't. No, it isn't.
You were talking about you sent us a
I
photo
have-
of a corduroy jacket that you saw at the Bay.
Even
wearing
this
a
jacket
cardigan.
is like a little bit, like I don't know. Like to me, I don't know what it's
It's a
called.
herringbone zipped vest.
So what would that be classified as if not hipster?
Really cool and contemporary.
Okay.
Contemporary for what?
Like modern. You don't know fashion.
No.
I actually have a sense of fashion. That's the difference
Very
between
well
us.
dressed Pat Mayo does not know fashion. Wears clothes that fit him. Doesn't wear 8 layers of clothing on a warm day.
These clothes fit me quite lovely.
I don't know about that.
I do.
I think they fit fine. I just
Yes,
think
they
it's
do fit
funny
fine.
that it's the look, like you said. I just didn't know what you
That,
call
that,
it. You
that
said it's
golf shirt is a
contemporary.
big golf shirt, pal.
Pardon me?
You could wear a tighter shirt.
I could, but I don't like to wear tight golf shirts. I'm not on the tour.
So if you're on tour, you should wear a tight golf shirt.
No, but like I don't need to wear tight golf shirts. I like to wear things that are a little bit looser.
I mean, it's not very fashion forward.
Well, that's what you say.
I mean, I think anyone will tell you that. You want to wear clothes that kind of highlight you. Not just wear baggy clothes. I mean, the mid-'90s, now that you're dressed like MC Hammer, then sure.
Yeah, I'm not wearing parachute pants underneath this desk. I can assure you.
You could be.
I'm not.
I don't know what those are called. They're nice. They go with the outfit for sure.
Casual slacks.
They go with the thermal. Brooks Koepka won today, by the way, on Live Tour. It's fashion, bro. So that's your slogan now for what you got
Basically.
on there. Contemporary. It's
I'm
fashion,
contemporary, I'm comfortable, and I'm ahead of the curve, which Pat's jealous of. But that's okay.
I
glad to be.
I mean, I don't need to shop at hipster places. I can just go buy my own clothes.
I do too.
You don't. You shop at hipster places.
The
Or you shop at the Bay.
The Bay is hipster?
Well, I mean, that's where 80-year-olds shop. So that is very hipster that you, not an 80-year-old, go there.
I was at the Bay yesterday because it's Bay Days, and the demographic was like mid-50s. Like younger people, not elderly.
Younger people.
Yeah, not elderly people, but younger people. They're 50s and early 60s.
Paul.
I've got a bag that I've got to bring over to the Salvation Army. I could just
You let Tim fucking
I was
go
gonna
right
let you
through it.
rummage through it before I drop it off and give it to the other thrifters.
There's a chair right there if you want to sit on it. I think there's another chair right behind that
first
table
dibs?
too if you want to grab it.
Rummage is old now, Paul. He's going to thrift through it before he gets into the bag.
First dibs.
Yeah.
People are saying it's shocking that you mentioned Live.
Oh, God. You're not allowed to, right?
People are fucking crazy.
Who gives a shit?
I don't know.
Nobody watched it. I can tell you that. I saw the stuff.
For something that is completely irrelevant, people are like,
gets them fired up, man.
Why though? Why?
Politics.
I thought it's lost its like the animosity. I think people have gone from like being
No,
annoyed to it.
there's
to
no
just not
live
caring
lost
anymore.
No live lost with this topic.
I don't get it.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying people love it. They
It was
love
on
to talk
TV
about
though
it.
the other day. Or yesterday, I was flicking through my channels and I was like, why is this on my television?
I think we have a feed up here, actually. People asked about that.
Yeah, because CHCH like can't afford to do anything because
Yes.
they're like a real Poe network.
Yeah.
So I think they just stream YouTube.
Yeah. They said 18,000 people tuned in to watch it live on
Now
YouTube.
I would,
but I don't know.
18,000.
I would actually.
All of them, the Twitter bots that Jeff fights with on a daily basis.
You gotta fight with those Twitter bots. Who do you think watch more? Like those 18,000 who watched the stream on YouTube, or anyone who watched the Zozo Championship?
I guess they would say Zozo just because
But
my dad
it's-
put it on and fell asleep to it at night when it came on.
Maybe. Like you think people were up overnight watching the fucking Zozo?
I was.
But Fowler was
You
in
were.
it, so
Yeah.
like people like Fowler. So
Fowler was on, yeah.
He's a
Keegan
draw.
Bradley.
Is Fowler a draw?
yes, Fowler's still a draw.
Maybe.
Is Fowler still a draw?
I think so.
You were just complaining that he like almost lost his tour card. World Tag Champ? You two?
World Tag Championships.
You two? You guys have the World Tag Team Championships? What is he going on about?
I don't know.
Tag, like racing?
Tag rate like the sport tag?
That's
Yeah.
a sport?
You've never seen tag?
No.
It sounds like something you would claim to be very good
Yeah, I
at.
played tag
yet,
in, like,
yet you
junior
would be the
high.
person who gets like stuck in between the pole. You'd be real bad at tag.
He's more
now.
athletic than that. He told me earlier he's taking down
Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Could I tackle Derrick Henry if you give me 100 attempts? Yes.
No.
No. You
But that's
couldn't.
not exclusive to me. You could do it. You could
No.
do it.
No.
They could do it.
How are we the only one? You're the only one in this room of 6 people right now that say you can do it.
He's running full force at you. And
You'd be
you're
the
gonna
only
take
one
him
with a
down.
shot at doing it.
It could be done.
Well, we had this before with the first down thing, right?
I don't know if this is crazier.
I think both are bad. I think both are no.
Yeah, you got fucking 7'2" Tim Andercust out here. I'll angle him I'll angle him towards the sidelines. Okay.
Just continue
Okay.
to attack me and slather on the sarcasm all you want, but I've been right about every single thing I've said this evening.
You just said that you could tackle Derrick Henry.
Give me 100.
coming at you full force. Yeah.
If you give me 100 cracks, of course.
100 tries.
Kate, you complained about getting too tired running the 40 3 times.
Yeah,
But
but
in 100 times, you're going to tackle Derrick Henry.
Oh, yeah. That
This
was
isn't
the
100
excuse.
times spaced out over 100 days.
Yeah, but he's getting tired at the same clip that I'm getting tired
You
at.
think he gets tired at the same clip you get tired at?
Well,
You're
like-
tired right now from talking.
Oh, man, that's too good because he did use that as the excuse on the 40. I said, well, that was my third try. You want 100 tries of this dude coming at you full force, full speed. And you're going to get his ass on try 46, baby. Let's go. I don't think so, my
This is
friend.
really running through your mind now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Everyone is against me.
On this one, at least, for sure.
Oh, I'm used to it.
I think this is a pretty standard take. You can't tackle Derrick. I think. What was your question? Would you rather get tackled by Aaron Donald or try to tackle Derrick Henry? Yeah, I would rather get hit by Aaron Donald.
No, I would much rather try to tackle Henry.
No.
Aaron Donald would break my rib.
Yeah, can't the try to... No, I think I'm siding this. Can't you, when you try to tackle Derrick Henry, can't I, like, swoop him and just jump out of the way?
Okay, yes, if you tried not to
Versus
tackle
letting Aaron Donald come at me? Like,
if you had to go, like, head on and try to tackle Derrick Henry, I mean, Aaron Donald's a huge man.
but then that's the question.
But he's also not running 25 miles per hour at you.
If
he's
you're
just
asking
landing
it that
on you.
way, the question really is, who would you rather get tackled by?
No, it's not.
based
No,
on the same.
I think it's a different discussion because theoretically, if you're going to get hit by Aaron Donald, you're, let's say, a statue, like a quarterback. He's going to come and fall on you. And it's going to suck.
You're
It's
gonna
going to
be
be the
down.
absolute worst.
Yeah.
Derrick Henry is going to be running at you 22 miles per hour.
15-yard penalty and one's not.
I don't know. Like I said, at least with the Derrick Henry one, you could try to tackle.
Yeah, you
and
could get
swoop.
you could get out of the
Swoop.
way easier. Yes.
He's bear hugging him. He says and taking him.
Oh
right
yeah,
down.
he said he was going to put his helmet into his knee. Is how he's going to get him.
No, I don't know. I would prefer neither. So that's just my take. But I wouldn't claim to be able to take him down either.
You could do it.
Nah, I'm
do it.
not trying it.
I'm not saying you use like a 3 technique for your tackle.
Then how would you try to tackle him?
Whatever means necessary. Try. You have 100 tries. Try with my shoulder. I'll try a number.
Oh, you're gonna switch up methods.
Yeah,
as you
it's
go
just-
I
throughout.
have 100 cracks at it.
Yeah, you might as well experiment on the fly here, Paul. Yes.
People in the chat want Tim to like demonstrate some form tackling on the back end there.
Bring him in.
Well, I
got
can't.
a lot of
I
room
used,
behind there.
I used to play tackle
did
football.
the-
I played
Then
defensive
show us
end.
how to form
I thought you
tackle.
played center. Now you're changing up your story when you played tackle football.
I played both sides of the ball
Oh,
because I was actually pretty decent.
sound
I
like
played
it.
D end and I played center. We don't even have that many people on the team. Only the quarterback didn't play both sides of the ball.
You guys sound like you're a pretty good team.
Oh man, shower narrative or what? Holy shit!
Many are saying that you'll tug him down.
Oh, stop.
What was that?
How lean she's up here.
We got to see that form tackle again. Like
God,
stand up and do it.
Cut it, put it in slow mo, Paul. That's
Key
perfect.
is, and I'll show you.
Looked like you were gonna give him a hug.
Get down like this.
So you're gonna be flat-footed,
No, you're up on the ball.
Balls of his feet.
balls of his feet. Okay.
He's coming. You brace, and then you tackle.
Oh, that little shift at the end. Show me that again.
That looked horrible.
Oh, he went the other way,
That
so you
looked
are
horrible.
flipping it around.
Or
You look like someone who is having a stroke.
Yeah. Which one do you think
And you
would
might
have
be
worked?
having a stroke if Derrick Henry runs into you. If I ran into you when you tried that tackle,
He forgets,
you might have a stroke.
Oh yeah, he forgets this whole part that you might not be alive for number 2. So try number 2 might be tough when you just got knocked out. Just saying.
You seem like someone who might have Tourette's. That was sort of the jerky movement. Yeah.
because I'm actually pretty quick.
You did
I'm not fast,
like this.
but I'm quick.
No,
Are ya?
Like this. Real quick.
I'm very quick.
Your spark
I used
score
to
is
play
off
that
the
game
charts.
where you drop the meter stick and grab it real quick. I was really good at that. You know, where they
You
tested
should-
your reflexes?
You should see him at the thrift
What?
store, when he's thrifting. He's flicking through those units right quick at Winners. This guy got all the options.
Yeah, well, I love Winners, actually.
I bet you
Winners
do.
is like
I
thrifting.
bet you do.
Winners has got great brand name clothing at discount prices.
Oh, man.
They're
I'm with
great.
you on that one, Tim.
Pardon me, Paul?
Winners is the best.
Thank you.
Okay, we can do a internal poll here. If people are asking in the comment section right now, would it be more likely that Derrick Henry would liquefy your bones, or would it be more likely that you be the guy giving the Cameron Brate thumbs up on the stretcher on the way out?
No. That is like, someone needs to build that on Photoshop because that's the one, I think, right there. Yeah. Tim's definitely the guy. The
I don't know if he-
face with the little thumb up.
I don't know if you're getting the Brate thumbs up. I think you're getting the fucking Commodus thumbs down now. Give that tackle 2 thumbs down.
Shit.
You people have lost
Just
it.
see the jet head go flying as he gets
Just
popped by Derrick Henry.
explode.
Yeah, thing just flies off.
And then people would say it's offensive. You'd get canceled.
Yes.
It'd be a double whammy.
I don't know if Tim can get canceled, actually.
You don't think so?
No,
Oh,
I
we
don't
could
think
get
so.
Tim canceled.
I don't want to try.
You can try.
No, I don't want to.
You can try.
No.
No. People want more, not less. We're not canceling Tim.
No. Thank you.
Now people are saying that you're terribly vexed. But you shouldn't be, because the Jets are winning.
I'm so happy. Like, a good deal of my weekly happiness hinges on how the Jets do during football
I'm
season.
telling you.
So
man.
every game's a hinge game, really.
Well, now, as someone said in our group chat, every hinge game is just for seeding purposes only. I've concluded we're a playoff team. I think that we can check off. We're done. We're finished.
What would you give a line right now, Jets to make the playoffs? Like if you wanted to bet it with, if I wanted to put $100 on it with you, what would your line be? Because they're for sure making it.
125 plus 105, not making it.
You're taking a lot of vig at casino to Tim here.
That's what I believe. So minus 125 to make it, plus 105 to not make it. That's what
Can I put $100 on that?
Sure.
There you go.
That's free money.
Free money.
The best part is they are going to lose to Russell Wilson. I think this is how it's going to go down. You might even want to parlay this. Tomorrow night, the Chargers smash to make Russell Wilson look even worse. The headlines couldn't be any worse about this guy already. He gets destroyed tomorrow night, and then they come in and absolutely pound the Jets next week.
Oh, I think if this ends poorly, it ends poorly.
Sauce is going to get tore up by
lose
Sutton
in
or
the
Jr.
playoffs.
Big Albert O takes advantage of Sauce.
It's going to be so good, man.
The way if it ends badly, it ends badly because the Jets lose to the Dolphins in the first round of the playoffs or something.
The Dolphins are making the playoffs now, too?
The AFC's weaker on the back end than you would have thought. The AFC North has a lot of problems.
Hey, the Bengals
Right now,
won.
the Bengals and Ravens are tied at 3-3.
I just looked at how I finished in that King of the Beach qualifier. It actually worked out okay that I wasn't in first place because that Allen to Diggs to Knox comeback vaulted 7 people ahead of me. So I ended up coming in 9th. So if I was in first and went to 9th, instead of being in second knowing
You're already out?
Knowing I couldn't win, it actually did wonders for me, I think. Sometimes you gotta take the solace. Really look forward for the losses.
I never had a chance, but man, if I was up there and almost had a chance, they would have taken it from me anyway.
I would have been devastated.
Yes, yeah, I got you. Okay, good for the mental game. I like it.
Yeah, I have to talk myself. If someone asks if you're going to win $1 million tonight.
Tonight, 500,000 up top.
That's it? You even need that?
That's all there is up top. So I plan on getting.
You even
after
want
that
that?
one. I want that and the King of the Beach ticket that I'm in. So if I can get my second one, that'd be perfect.
He doesn't need to go thrifting. He wins huge amounts of money. Doesn't know the thrifting world.
I mean, I didn't know about it till today. I was interested in it. That's why we asked you all these questions.
Well, I'm by no means am I the expert, but I enjoy it.
You're putting your hours in. I think it's 10,000 hours of thrifting to be a master, right?
A master.
Master thrifter?
I don't want that. No, I do not want that title. No, I don't want that. Please strike that from the record.
Off-season show ideas, master thrifter.
Yeah.
It'd be like that extreme couponing show, but even sadder.
Oh, that show is terribly.
You
depressing.
seem like someone who would be all over clipping coupons.
I like watching that show. I do not think that I would be any good at it.
You don't think you'd be good at it?
Okay, I would be good at it, but I don't want to do it.
You've looked into it here, but you
No,
realize
I
that
never
down
really-
there you can combo the coupons.
That's it.
And
The
you can do rules. You're pissed off that you
Coupons
can't
in
do
the
the
U.S.
rules.
are so much different.
Right, exactly. And
I
you're
don't
mad
think
because
extreme
you don't have
couponing
those
in
options.
Canada could happen.
No, it's not the same here.
No,
it's
it's
one.
not.
It's like big bold letters, one per customer, limited, all these other factors.
exactly.
And that threw you off, right? That got you off the idea.
It's one of the things.
You were very interested until you found that out.
That my dignity time.
You're
I have
cutting that-
dignity to preserve here.
He's got the coupon. He's cutting off the limit one per person at the bottom, and then arguing with the manager how it's
I
not.
will
Oh,
to
yeah.
say that.
Andrew Karen's all over
I
it.
will
Yeah.
say I do find it relaxing on a Saturday morning. If I'm going through the paper to clip out the coupons that morning. I do kind of find that therapy. I'm listening to a podcast or whatever. I look through the Sobeys and the Superstore flyers and find out
Oh, man.
Saturdays.
He's got
That's
his
the big paper, right?
Is it?
Yeah, Saturdays is the big because they don't do the Sunday or Monday paper anymore. Saturday's the big paper now.
Do a Monday, Tuesday,
Well, that's where the New York Times crossword puzzle is. That's where the best flyers are.
Any Sudoku?
I don't like Sudoku.
No,
It's not.
not for you?
Some people love it. It's not for me. I'm a crossword puzzle person.
He's
Always
got
was.
he's got his TikTok algorithm set up to people cutting paper and all the soothing sounds of everything that you can
The
do on there.
TikTok algorithms are terrifying, by the way. Terrifying.
Do you have TikTok?
I don't have an account, but I have the app so you can watch reels or whatever.
So what's on your algorithm?
A lot of Jet stuff right now,
Yeah.
and Notre Dame stuff, and then I was watching some cooking stuff. And, they kept showing me over and over ways to flambe things, and
They're trying to get you off that fast food. They
Well, I was
want you to eat-
if I've got this sherry, could I cook with it? What would it look like to cook with it? Could I flambe a chicken with it or something?
Please do.
Yeah. Can you film that
No.
and put it on TikTok?
Get your TikTok going of you trying to do that and reenact it.
Well, that's a big thing on TikTok. Other people watching videos and then filming themselves do it. And yours could just be the disastrous version of, oh, Tim lit himself on fire.
Yeah.
It's like every American Thanksgiving, where the next day is just reel after reel of people blowing their house up by deep frying turkeys in the middle of their living room.
Yes. Oh, shit. Saul?
Yes.
Saul won $237,000 today off $1,000.
Good for him.
Very nice. He almost won a couple weeks ago, so that would make up for it. That's perfect.
Yeah, second in the 555. First down. He finished first in that 150 that I didn't win. Sad.
Oh, that's
I'm glad
even
someone
worse.
else won it.
You were tracking that one.
I was. I was up to third in that for a while. Maybe I played in the one with half the amount of people. I try not to go over 1,000 entries in that one.
I was just looking it up now to see, but I definitely did not.
I only
finish
play
it
the Pat
first.
Mayo one because there's no rake. It's the best one on DK.
You didn't play in it.
No, I didn't this week. But when I do play, that's the one I play.
When was the last time you played?
Week 2? Week 3?
You haven't played it all this year.
Yes, I have.
No, you haven't.
Because I found out. Yes. Anyway, yes, I have.
You have you?
Once.
Is that how you found out you had all that money on DraftKings?
Anyway, I don't. Anyway, I was playing for golf at times and it was going badly because I kept taking the worst guys at the majors and they kept not. Like Ernie Els was going to make me so much money at the British Open. He was playing so well early. He was like in 4th place after the first round.
It was the U.S. Open, and
It was U.S. Open. That's what it was.
he was in
would've
se-
won me
he was
so
in,
much
he was
money.
in second place after like 12 holes.
Oh, no,
and
no,
you
no.
were just like, I don't know how I could lose. He missed the cut.
Yeah, I
It was
remember that
12
one.
holes into the tournament. Do you think we can do some sort of bet where we like have to cut your hair on the show?
No.
Like one of us, like we're gonna do a hair versus hair match,
Oh,
like
that'd be
Trump
good.
versus Vince McMahon.
I suppose we could do something like that.
I like bets like that. You two doing that? That'd be perfect.
Oh, someone said that your outfits are pretty flambe.
You know what? They're just jealous that I come on this show and I look good week after week after week. I'm sorry that laying around in your old pajama pants and ripped T-shirt that you're wearing at
You
home.
normally wear pajama pants. It was like when you used to tuck your sweater vest into your pajama pants or basketball shorts.
I was classing it up.
Classing it up.
All right, let's get back to football here before we run
Did
out
we
of
ever
time.
leave?
What's that?
Did we ever leave football?
Oh yeah, of course. We were talking about. Someone just actually mentioned Reggie Bush in the chat. We were talking
But
about
Reggie
this-
Bush
that-
last night and that Bush push. It shouldn't have been allowed.
Well, it should have been allowed. I mean, technically, it wasn't allowed. I think they took that title away.
They didn't win the title that year.
That is that
That
the
was
year that they lost to
05.
Texas.
That was the year they lost to Texas.
Yes. Greatest game ever.
Hard to argue against it.
Bill's Chiefs in last year's playoffs pretty good.
Yeah, there's been
Arizona Steelers Super Bowl very good as well. For like I'm talking about like high profile.
Patriots Eagles Super Bowl was fantastic. The one that we went to.
That's just because you like seeing the Patriots.
No, but it was a
lose.
41-33 game.
Yeah, but
And, like,
it wasn't competitive.
Sure it was.
Philly was winning that
and then
game
the Patriots came all
entire
the way back
way.
to take the lead. To make it 34-33 or 33-32 or whatever, and then the Eagles had to score.
Is that how that went?
It was a great
I don't
game.
remember the end, but
I just remember the Eagles like winning the entire time.
They led for most of it, but the Patriots did make the comeback.
Interesting. All right. Who's not going to score the first touchdown tonight?
It's Dallas and
Dallas and
Philadelphia.
Philly.
I don't know. It will not be Miles Sanders, I guess. I don't know.
so coming off of last week, that was a little bit off. You did like the fake, like I don't know what game it is. Is it Dallas Philly?
No,
Let me
I
think
was
about
trying to
it.
think
I
for a
think
moment.
you already had it pegged. You
No,
already were on Miles
actually,
Sanders.
after last week and Paul grilling me about it, I gave it zero thought.
Looked
until
like
the
you were
very second.
selling it a little there, but okay.
I gave it zero thought.
Denver Chargers.
Denver Chargers? Oh, it will not be Mike Williams. I will not be made a fool of twice.
Oh, perfect.
Mike Williams.
Like I said, they're gonna smash, so that's a good start.
DeAndre Hopkins is back. Thursday Night Football.
I love DeAndre Hopkins in that game. I love the Cardinals in that game. That could be close to super lock territory.
Well, our Super Lock did not come through this week because
The
Matt Ryan
bad
made a
beat.
fadeaway 40-yard fucking
Oh,
strike.
what a bad
All
beat.
they needed to do was kick the field goal, win the game, Jags cover. Not a problem.
What a
But
bad
no,
beat.
Alec Pierce, who's white apparently, as I found out.
Ruin the free money.
Yeah, killing me.
What a
that ruined your
catch.
free. I see. This is what I get for going in the same Super Lock as you. Knew shenanigans were gonna happen. The Colts are so bad. How
They're the
many
worst.
times did they throw the ball in the first half?
37.
They're the worst.
That was incredible to see that stat line. I
Hey,
could not believe it.
At least it was smart.
Yeah.
If you can't run the ball with Jonathan Taylor, what are you gonna do with John Jackson?
Just get it out. Yeah, that made sense.
Disgusting. Disgusting loss.
Bad week for the Best Bet show again.
Jaguars.
Hey.
Okay. Apparently today is gang up on me. See, they don't want me. See, I can see it in the camera, Paul. I can't.
You missed it.
No, I can still see it. I can see it in the monitor. See, they're upset because I'm in a world of elation because the Jets are one of the best teams in the NFL. And they're doing everything they can to spoil my fun by attacking me on Derrick Henry and attacking me on thrifting and attacking
These
me
are
on
things
Pico.
that you brought up
Yeah.
over the course of the day that we're just reiterating now to have a bigger discussion about.
Yeah, it's what the people want. They want to know what's going on in your life.
Yeah, this is supposed to be like a hang. We hung out all day. Here's what we talked about.
Yeah, the thrifting was a big thing.
It was a thing. I mean, it was really cool.
It's really cool.
Oh, someone said that you have finally figured out how to harness the Ander curse and that you sacrificed Murder, She Wrote for a Jets win.
I did no such
You
thing.
killed Angela
No,
Lansbury.
I didn't. She would have already passed by the time we...
You had it written down on your sheet?
Yes, but...
Oh, no, you killed someone on Tuesday. Killed Murder, She Wrote.
Not today.
My grandma
Tuesday.
was devastated.
No, I haven't. Stop saying that.
You have.
It's well known. You almost fall to the ladder over there? You Jeff Hardy?
Ladder match.
Take it backwards, obviously.
All right, so Atlanta, best team in the NFL. Better Atlanta or the Jets?
Oh, God. Jets, I think.
The Jets are better, but Atlanta's a good team.
If you put them on a neutral field, what is the spread in that game?
Jets by 3.
By 3, really?
Yeah, Jets by 3.
I like the Jets.
I would take
honestly.
Atlanta to cover because they
always do.
only cover,
That's
which
fine.
means
The
they're
Jets
probably
may
going to
only
win the game.
Means the Jets
Good
win by
teams
2.
win, great teams cover. It's a saying for a reason, so they're a great team.
Are we believing? I guess we talked about are the Giants for real? I don't believe so. I don't think the Jets are for real. I think the Jets are more for real than the Giants. I will give you that because their defense looked good. Like, as much as Wink Martindale is really injecting life into the Giants, they still don't fucking stop anyone.
No. And
like, the other team has to stop themselves.
And the Jets have decent receivers and are clearly a running back who can play. So.
Lamar is really good at stopping himself and those Ravens from making things happen. Now, mind you, their 3-3 record is with losing only 4 minutes and 40 seconds of the entire season. So that trend continues. So
Maybe.
3 losses in that situation. Again, it's going to be however that shakes out when we get to the finish line. There's lots of teams like that have good schedules.
Maybe win those minutes and you're not in that situation.
Let's see. Maybe this is what I need to do for the pick show next week to get myself back going again.
Pump that hat right off. What?
Seattle first half covers. Baltimore first half covers. Or not even Seattle first half covers. Bet against Arizona in the first half. Bet on the Ravens in the first
Ravens'
half.
first half has been very smooth. It's when they get up 20 is when they start to lose things. So, yeah, get on that. I like those bets.
I've never seen you tilted before, but when Barkley took that slide on the 1
Oh,
yard line,
God.
you were mad.
Oh.
Big mad.
Oh,
Yeah,
you were
that
spitting
one.
mad.
That one hurts for sure, especially because the game is over. There was a time, actually, speaking of King of the Beach, at the first one I ever went to, or maybe it was the second one, but anyway, who was Todd Gurley did that, and one of the guys there took his iPhone and smashed it off the wall, blew up into pieces. There's a video of it somewhere online. And there was tons of time left in the game. Like the coach was like, "Why the fuck did you do that to him?" And then Gurley runs it in for the touchdown on the next play. And this was totally different because Barkley was never running that in. That was all she wrote. So he was done.
Off the top of your head, you say win or loss. At Denver.
Win.
At home against New England.
Win.
Home against Buffalo.
Win.
Bye week.
Win.
At New England.
Win.
You get New England coming off a bye week? That seems rigged for the Jets, doesn't it? I mean,
well,
this is what you always complain about.
Last year we had to get them off a bye week. So
At home against Chicago.
win.
At Minnesota.
Loss.
Oh, he finally
At
kicks on.
Buffalo.
Loss.
At home against Detroit.
Win.
At home against Jacksonville.
Win. That's a Thursday night game.
It is a Thursday night game. New Year's Day at Seattle.
Win.
At Miami.
Win.
Okay.
He whispered that one. Why?
Because we may be sitting our guys.
Oh,
so
okay,
maybe
okay.
that's a loss.
Win.
So 13-4
Yeah.
is what the Jets have right now. A Twitter user, let's see.
Conservative, too. I'm being very conservative with that.
No way Tim said he should get any credit for the Jets because on the over-under show, he said they could either go 13-3 or 3-13 and then took the under. So which is it?
I didn't take the under. I said they're going to win 8 games this year. So rewatch it again. Open your ears, and you'll hear what I said.
But now they're going 13-4? It seems like your roller coaster is a bit
that
up and
plane
down
can
here.
go this way too, so got to wait and see what
Oh,
happens.
it could. Look, the playoffs could be devastating, and I'm prepared for that. But
Well, that's what we were talking about with the Eagles. I mean, obviously, we'll see what happens to the Eagles tonight. But if they beat Dallas, they can beat Dallas, and you kind of called it on the show that Green Bay is kind of a Ponzi scheme. So
although now I'm very nervous about my Green Bay to be the team to beat the Eagles bet.
yeah, at 15-1.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that might not end up happening. But they'll stumble somewhere. Like they're not going 17-0.
At some point, right? They got to lose somewhere.
Game's up to 7 now.
I can see that.
Eagles by 7. I still like the Cowboys to
Yeah,
cover.
that's a lot of points.
And the Broncos are down to 4.5.
Yeah, that's foolish.
Every week. I find myself doing it too. It's just like you get there. It's like, it's a lot of points for the Broncos.
Yeah, but the Chargers.
Maybe I'll take the Broncos.
The Chargers are a good team.
Yeah, but the Chargers will do something stupid.
They
You know,
will. They did
four
last
and a
week.
half. They'll be up by like 12 and somehow lose the game.
But it's one of the rare instances where Staley isn't clearly the worst coach in the game. He doesn't have very many of those opportunities.
Nate Hackett, your guy?
He might actually be worse than Staley, which is hard to believe because Staley's incompetent.
Let's do quick guess the spreads for next week. You two against each other. Tambo, you can start off with this one. We have Thursday night, Saints at Cardinals. If they lose the game, is Kingsbury fired?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
Paul, you shouldn't put that on the screen because now Tim can see it. And Tambo can see it too.
Ah.
When we're trying to...
Can they read it?
Yes.
No. Well, he's got
Yeah,
20/20 vision.
I can read it from here.
Don't look at the
I'm
screen.
not looking. I'm looking right at Yannick.
Not a cheater, Tim. What are you talking
Your 20/20 vision, Tim, but still needs his glasses. It's too dark to read.
Not in here, it's not.
about? Got the read.
Okay. Saints at Cardinals, Thursday night.
3 points.
For whom?
I think we're talking Cardinals at home.
Cardinals at home. So Cardinals by 3 is incorrect.
Cardinals by 2.5.
Cardinals by 2.5 is correct.
My God.
All right, he
Half a
read that.
point.
He definitely read that one.
No, it's 2.5 to now the new standard for
Fox game of the week. Packers at Commanders. Tim. And we don't know who's starting at quarterback for the Commanders. That seems to be irrelevant to the line.
Oh, wow.
Packers by 6.5.
Damn, that's the number I was going to go with. 7.5.
5.5.
Oh no!
Wow.
They don't even know who's
Commanders-
playing quarterback for Washington, and the Packers are only laying 5.5.
That's what I mean. That's why I thought it
Oh,
would be more. But yeah,
that's an adjustment.
We're getting that 5.5 home dog again, Pat.
Yeah, but do we want to take the Packers this time? Just like we
Yes,
took, like
because
I bet the Rams today. It felt very gross until they just won
I
by
don't
14.
want to bet the Packers, but you just don't want to bet the
Yeah,
Commanders.
but like, is Washington as bad as Carolina? Yes.
yeah, they probably are. That's a no bet. That's a no bet situation.
All right, Tambo. Cleveland at your Baltimore Ravens.
Ravens minus 3.5.
Ravens by 5.
Ravens by 6.
Wow.
A lot of respect. I mean, I don't know if that's the first half line or the
I
entire
guess
game
it's
line.
because Cleveland did just lose
They got blown out.
Yeah,
I
so-
mean, the game
at home to the Pats.
They
Now
did-
go to Baltimore.
Cleveland got it to a score, right? On that
At
Amari
one
Cooper
point,
touchdown.
Yeah, they got
Yeah.
it to an 8-point game. Yeah.
And then it fell apart from there.
Lions back from bye week at the Dallas America's team, the Dallas Cowboys.
Cowboys by 7.
Correct.
He takes my number every time.
He's got it. Well, he had the correct number that time.
Yeah, that was the
All
one.
right, Tambo. Bucks at Panthers.
Bucks by 7.
Incorrect.
Bucks at Panthers. Oh my God.
Bucks coming off a loss. I mean, we didn't even talk about the Steelers, but
Yeah.
that game was pathetic.
The Steelers have 2 of the worst wins in the NFL.
But they beat the Bengals and they beat the Bucks.
I mean, I guess. My goodness. I guess it's Buccaneers by 8.
10.
Oh, wow.
Every week.
Doing that again?
Every week.
But should we just bet, like, there's a chance that every line against Carolina should be -4. Like, who the hell is playing? Like, PJ Walker's hurt now. They had Jacob Easton Stick or whatever the hell his name is.
Jacob Eason, yeah.
I just can't lay that kind of points with Tampa.
Every pass that Jacob Eason threw in that game felt like it was going to be a pick 6. And then he eventually got
When
intercepted
was the
in the
last
end
time
zone.
Tampa covered a game? Like week 1?
No, did they beat the Chiefs or the Packers?
They didn't beat either.
They didn't beat the Packers?
No, they lost to the Packers 14-12.
Then they covered that game, didn't they?
No, they lost. They were home and favored.
Lost to the Chiefs by 10. That was a Sunday Night Football
Yeah,
game.
lost
I gotta
by
remember
10.
that, and that wasn't the score. Doesn't tell the truth.
And they
were
didn't
getting
cover
blown
against
out.
Atlanta.
No, but they beat Atlanta last week. They're 3-3.
Oh no,
right?
you know what? They probably were favored by 2 or so against the Saints. In
They
week
lost
2.
to the Packers
So weeks
by
1 and
2.
2. They haven't covered since week 2.
Yeah.
A lot of points.
Falcons at Bengals. Oh,
Okay.
here we go.
Okay.
I'm taking the Falcons. I'll tell you that
See,
much.
Vegas knows that though. Whose turn is it?
Tambo, you're up first.
Oh God. Bengals minus 3.5.
Too high. Bengals by 2.5.
Bengals by 6.5.
Oh! Oh, that's ridiculous.
So the Bengals win because they're just begging for people to get on
Yeah,
this.
they're telling
Falcons
you like
are going
you
to be
need
the
to bet.
most bet on side of the week.
Yeah.
But people think Atlanta sucks. It doesn't matter what Atlanta does. They watch Mariota play and they're like, I don't know who any of these people are. Mariota seems like
Do
he
you have the
sucks.
total for that game yet?
Yeah. What do you think it is?
I'm gonna say 49.
45.
That's it. Wow. I feel like that
because
one
the
could be a
Bengals
big
haven't
one.
been scoring in bunches.
And when the Bengals turned it on in the second half today, they get like
This
they
game
were
could
just
be
like,
fireworks. I like that one.
You
yeah.
like this is the stack up game of the week?
Well, it might
you
end
can't
up being-
stack, but you can't take anyone on on Atlanta. They're all bad.
But
Mariota.
we want the Cincy side anyway. It's so easy to stack, and then you just need one of the run backs.
But all the run, like even today, Pitts was what, their highest score? He had 10.5 fantasy points.
could have had 2 touchdowns. They got Cole Pruitt in for 1.
Yeah, but I mean, no one was going to cover that guy.
Can't believe that game is 6.5 points. Oh my
Yeah.
gracious!
Giants at Jags.
Giants have to be favored on the road. Giants by 3.
Giants by 3.
Giants by 4.5.
You're off by 5 points, and you're off by 6 points. Jags by 2. Which seems like the most nonsensical line of the week.
don't
This
agree
makes
with
sense.
The Jags have to be the right side of that game.
I don't agree with that line.
Stinky.
That
I
is
do not
that
agree with that line.
the
at all.
world.
What is the Jags' record right now, too?
3-3, 2-4.
2-4, I think. They've lost to Houston and Indianapolis.
What is going on, man? That's weird.
That's indescribable.
All right.
But who's betting Jacksonville in that situation?
Nobody.
So Jacksonville minus
You
2.
all said that last week though on the best bet show, and they all went the wrong way on you.
That's true. Colts at Titans. Oh my God! Here's where I'm going to lose.
Well, we saw this game earlier in the year and not long ago.
Oh my God! I'm going to lose so much money on
so
this
it
game.
was Titans by 3.5. It was Colts by 3.5 when it was in Indy.
Yeah.
So I'll say Titans by 2.
You are correct.
Jeez.
Why is it only 2? The Titans are coming off a bye week.
Colts are 3-2-1.
But they're so bad.
Yeah, but people don't know that apparently. Just like they don't know.
I
the
mean,
Falcons.
apparently I don't know that because they're apparently actually very good. They're above 500.
This could be very much for the division, though. If the Titans win, they'll have swept the Colts. That's a big game. It's a big game.
They threw the ball to their weird running back
I know.
10 times in the first half.
I know.
Today was definitely insane for the way that ran out. But
I know.
Yeah, that is only 2. Those 2 games back to back, featuring the 2 teams that played each other today, the Jags and the Colts, are very weird spreads.
The Jags were running
Well,
away with it.
the Titans
it was
one makes
14 to 3.
The Titans one makes sense if you think through where the line was a couple
Yeah,
weeks
you know,
ago.
you did that very well. You nailed it. So
Yeah,
Tambo,
crushed.
Texans coming off a bye against the Raiders coming off a bye
Got both these teams suck.
at the Raiders. No, apparently the Raiders are actually good.
I know.
They just have bad luck. They don't just randomly lose every game because they're
Raiders
terrible.
minus 5.5.
Raiders by 6.
Raiders by 7.
Yeah, I like the Raiders there.
I don't know about that. Jets at Broncos. Here you are, sir.
You should know this one.
Yeah. Top of your head. You
Broncos
should.
haven't played yet, so I think right now it's probably Broncos by 3. But if the Broncos win tomorrow night, we could get to 4.
The new thing, Broncos is minus 2.5. The new thing's minus 2.5.
Broncos minus 3.5.
The other way on us on this one.
Well, what happens if they lose to the Chargers by a lot?
2.
Probably goes to 3.
Yeah.
I'd be tough to go through 3. Yeah. The amount of Jets-Giants like parlays this week against the spread,
Yeah.
against the Jags and Broncos, is going to be through the roof, by the way.
That Raiders teaser is that Raiders team is such a perfect candidate for a teaser next week.
So they're going on your free money teas?
I don't know how they couldn't at 7 points.
Oh my God. Seahawks at Chargers. This one's on you.
Old AFC West rivals. I like the Chargers by 6.
Incorrect.
6.5.
7.
Something like that.
Chiefs at 49ers. America's game of the week, Tambo.
Chiefs 6.5.
No, too many points. Chiefs by 4.
Chiefs by 13.
Too many points, he
No,
said.
I'm kidding. 2.5.
2.5.
Okay. I was going to say, well, what? Did Derrick Henry hit me already? Like, how could that be 13?
Yeah, you're supposed to be the one hitting him
Yeah, you're taking
wow.
him
in that scenario. That's not good news if you're already concussed and hasn't started yet. All right, Sunday Night Football. Steelers at Dolphins. Potentially the return of Tua.
Is this a Tua line?
Sure. Is the Tua line different than the Teddy line?
Dolphins by 5.5.
Incorrect.
Dolphins by 3.5.
Dolphins by 6.
Yeah.
Think people believe in the Steelers after the win?
No, everybody knows what the Steelers are.
Lead
Yeah.
story on Canadian Sports Center, though?
Claypool.
Chase
What a
Claypool.
day.
Oh, God.
Almost touchdowns.
Almost. He only had one touchdown.
Oh, you only have one
I
touchdown?
think he
I thought he
almost
two.
had 100 yards, though. That's like... Now they can run all those commercials on every commercial break.
Buccaneers will be an A-block question, though.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second. Last one, Monday Night Football, Bears at Patriots. Oh my
Super
God,
Bowl rematch.
how many interceptions is Justin Fields going to throw in this game?
Bears at Patriots. Bears could very well get shut out in this game. Bears at Patriots. I think Patriots by the full 7.
Incorrect.
8.5.
7.5.
God.
Who is betting on the Bears here?
Nobody.
No,
Will they find a greasy?
People will, yeah,
Will they
but-
find a greasy way to cover this game?
Maybe the weather's not great. Maybe it's cold. Maybe it's
Well,
windy.
it's in New England
Maybe it's
on
windy.
October 24th at nighttime.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's warm.
If I find Mac Jones is playing instead of Zappy, I might be able to take the Bears. I don't
yeah,
know.
is there a scenario where Zappy just keeps this job?
Yeah, sure.
I think so. Yeah, but I mean,
We're not
people
there yet,
saying this
but-
about Mac Jones. Like, what did you say today? You said it. You're like replaced Mac Jones. Like, did he replace him, or is he just the guy now? That's the question. So technically, he replaced him the way the season
Yeah.
started. But
Mac hasn't lost his job yet. But
But let's say he comes back next week, then he's never going to lose his job. It's not like Mac Jones is going to come back, and if the ankle is healthy, now if the ankle is if he's still hobbled, then yeah, they take him out, they put Zappy back in. But even if he plays poorly, like they're not going back to Zappy. Like he'd have to play so bad, and he's
Yeah.
not that bad.
But Belichick is the one person who's got the shortest leash and would be willing to cut bait at whatever point. He's the one person I think would do that. So
All right, the A block, the top 4 stories, NFL headlines.
New York,
New York is number 1. To sandwich together.
or Tampa and Green Bay. What's wrong with?
So Tampa.
that's 2.
Should Baltimore be a part of that?
Yes.
No, not quite the same way.
I think it is.
No
Like,
one had
why is Baltimore significantly worse?
Because
than,
I don't think anybody had Baltimore as like a Super Bowl champion the way that a lot of people had the Packers. And
I had them a lot better than what they've been, though, and I know like
Yes.
that's how it shook out.
You're
but
right.
the 3.
Wasn't Baltimore your Super Bowl?
No,
That was last year.
That was last
Oh,
year.
my
last
bad.
year.
I picked the 49ers and the Titans, actually.
Yes.
Who was the other team?
Chiefs reeling?
No, because that was a close game. And they won on Monday night.
Yeah.
The
The other one is the Forever Falcons.
And
Cannot stop covering. Forever.
whatever
6-0.
happens-
Yeah, I mean, the very crooked mainstream media is not going to talk about the Atlanta Falcons.
no matter what happens tonight with the Eagles and Dallas.
Yeah, Eagles and Dallas. Yeah, Eagles.
Whatever happens tonight.
Well, is Eagles Dallas, regardless of outcome, a bigger story than Giants and Jets winning?
If it's a route one direction or the other.
It's a big story tonight. Cooper Rush wins again. Dak is ready to come back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's
And I
ESPN
like Dallas
catnip.
tonight too, so I actually think that could happen.
That would be
so
ESPN
that's definitely
catnip,
the story.
yeah.
So, New York, Tampa, and Green Bay, the Bays. Mm-hmm. Throw San Francisco. Something wrong with San Francisco? They've now lost to Atlanta and Denver.
Well, yeah, they got
Oh,
nobody
everyone
playing.
down by the
Everyone's hurt.
Bay. Yeah, all these guys. San
Then how come they
Francisco's-
couldn't move the ball against Atlanta's piss poor defense?
I don't know, but their defense is reeling right now.
Their offense is kind of reeling right now too.
Yes, but it never was a juggernaut.
But you got the Bays,
Yeah.
all with losses this week.
Yeah.
Dallas and Philly is probably one of those stories, and I think Buffalo KC is the other story. I'll tell you what they're not going to talk about. Arizona, Seattle.
I was gonna say the Jets. They're not.
No,
they
we're
might
talking
show
about New
your
York.
clip of wearing the cheese head.
All right,
That's
you know,
it.
cheese hat pushes that over the edge.
It's New York.
well,
It's arrogant.
You can throw that up there. Like
Yeah.
you can put that up. You're like Sauce Gardner. Does he have too much swag? Is it falling out of his pockets?
The bonus story. That's what that is.
No
yeah.
touchdowns in high school against him. No touchdowns in college against him. No touchdowns in the NFL against him so far. How much better can you do as a defensive back?
You cannot do any better than that.
None.
He could have scored that touchdown.
He did. The league took it from him.
The league,
They're afraid of his
the
swag.
league took
They're
it from
afraid
him.
of his swag.
All right, they'll do it on the Pat Mayo Experience. Hope people won money this week.
This was fun.
Some
This
did.
was fun.
This is
This
good.
was
Yeah.
this
This
was
was a-
good.
this was a good
Yeah, I
dynamic.
like this.
When
This
you
is a
hang
fun-
out all day, it makes the league.
I
does.
tell you that was the
does.
whole theory behind having people over to watch the games
Yeah.
and then come do the show. Gives you
Yeah.
something to talk about, right?
True.
Perfect.
No, it was a good dynamic. We had fun this week.
Yeah, I agree.
So desperately need Cooper Rush under 5.5. I did hedge out a bit because over 5.5 is plus 120. I just threw $500 on it.
Yeah, just do that. I was gonna say you should have done that anyway. Like you're all set up. You're gonna watch this guy. He only needs to run for 6 yards. Like it's very.
Yeah, he
possible.
never does.
Yeah,
That's why I
well-
bet the under everywhere.
We'll
But I know
see.
how this is going. So now I've cut into my profits by 25%. I win 2,000 if it
It
goes
was a
under.
big bet too, so it's not like you're hedging for no reason. It was for
No, I
good
know,
money.
and this is not like half the bet or anything like that.
That's what I'm saying,
Like
yeah.
it's a basically I'll win a little bit for the week if he goes over. I'll still win a ton and I'll win across parlays, across singles, and
yeah,
everything.
It's,
on
you have it
PrizePicks.
everywhere, so I
Yeah.
understand it. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
At least you won all them. I don't know if you won all your money back, but you made a substantial amount on betting that. It was a smart move. I like that hedge move. You need that game to smash to win all the DraftKings bucks. Bet on
Oh,
it.
I've played enough DFS to know when something is not going to happen, how you need it. And when it's not just me sitting in the room that needs that game stack to go off and across all my friends and Discords and everything, yeah, time to slam the under on that game, and it was very obvious.
Tell people where, or actually the code they can use at runpuresports.com.
RunPureSports.com. Promo code is RPSHeater25. Get signed up.
Can we sign you up for that, Tim? Do you think? Do you think Big T would have cussed on a show?
Oh, he might. He would probably love it, actually. Yeah, we'd get him on a thrifting segment. Might have to open the show. Bring it in.
That could be your new segment. We could get you. You'd be like, we're like those hot chicks on like TikTok, and they give out, they're like, oh, here are my hot plays of the week. The thrifty, cuss thrift plays, bargain basement plays of the week.
Affiliate codes, LinkedIn. You'd have everything set up. You could do it.
We'll get you paid.
I don't recognize most of the words that are being spoken.
We'll pay you in crypto, in shitcoins. At least bitcoins. Have some nice digital assets.
I don't want it.
We could get you some rainmakers.
I don't know what those are.
Wow.
Oh, he could probably convert that DK balance he said he has into rainmakers, since he's not allowed to use it on the sportsbook here. I think he could put it into rainmakers.
There you go. You could have all the rainmakers you want. Who would be your rainmaker?
I don't know what they are. Stop embarrassing me.
Can he get a sauce one? I think he can.
Yeah, you get a other defensive players.
I
on
don't
there?
know.
I have no idea how. I have no idea how.
It's not my thing.
Can we call Wiley? He's into this.
I'm
He
like
knows about
3
it.
weeks away from being like Feinberg obsessive with cards with sauce. Like
You should have got. You're supposed to get them before the guy is great.
I know, but I wait too long.
This guy. Shout out to this guy. He said this is his reward for sitting on hold with his travel agent.
Oh,
A Dreamland, Dream World Coke. I have one in the fridge. I was going to give to him.
well,
Next
that's what
show.
next week's for.
Next week,
Save it.
Chris Meany will be in studio next week. So join us on Sunday Night Live on the Pat Mayo Experience. Then reminder to smash the like, sub to the channel, and download, rate, review, and sub to the Pat Mayo Experience audio podcast. Thank you all for watching. Hope you had a good week. I'll see you next time.